Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Houston Astros beat the Diamondbacks 6-3. Great win for the Astros. 2 wins in a row. That feels good after some of the struggles the Astros had in the previous games before this. To the Astros to get 2 in a row. I think that feels great after the start of this series the Astros had in Seattle. The homestand the Astros had to finish the first half of the season, going 1-5 against Texas and Cleveland. This is a great way for the Astros to bounce back and get 2 wins in a row now. 2 good offensive performances from the Astros in the last 2 games, 17 runs in the last 2 days, and it is the first great game from Brice Matthews. In the last series we saw in Seattle, he got his first major league hit. But for the first time, Brice Matthews is at his first home run. But how about not just 1 home run, 2 home runs? Brice Matthews, doing in Can Smith style. Can Smith has done that twice this year, having 2 home runs this year in a game. And, you've got 2 promising rookies in Can Smith and Brice Matthews who've had games like that this year. Matthews, his first home run, it wasn't, so I'm not going to say it wasn't killed, but it wasn't as crushed as his second home run was. 423 for his home run in the 7th inning. The second inning one that gave the Astros a 3-1 lead was 397 feet. But congratulations to Matthew. How about this, though? For the 12th straight game for the Astros, they end up starting off the game by trailing. Start the game off trailing. For 12 games in a row, the Astros opponent have scored first. That is unbelievable right there. We'll see if that changes tomorrow. Who knows? The last time the Astros scored first in a game was the game that the Astros played on July 4th, which that was 17 days ago. The crushing game the Astros had on July 4th against the Dodgers was the last time they had a game where they scored first. That is unbelievable. And that's because Isaac Paredes hit a leadoff home run. There was no opportunity for the Dodgers to score first in that game. Isaac did it, had a swing on first pitch. But 1 error for the Astros today, 10 hits for them, 8 hits for the Diamondbacks, 6-3 is the final score. Win goes to Colton Gordon. Good day for Gordon today, I thought so. 2 earned runs, going 5 2/3, 4 strikeouts, 7 hits given up. Not bad at pitching on the road against a solid Diamondbacks team. Zach Gallen just continues to struggle. Look, I thought, honestly, it wasn't that terrible of a start for Gallen until that 7th inning. He comes in, he gives up a base hit to Chas McCormick, gives up a home run to Brice Matthews, and that makes his numbers, look, he was going in. I think the Diamondbacks made a mistake bringing him in the 7th inning. With some of the struggles he's had this year, let that be it for Gallen. 6 innings, that's it. I know his pitches, he had enough pitches to potentially go out there for 7th inning, but when you have a guy like that who's had some struggles this year and has been a great pitcher in the past, I just don't support the idea of bringing Gallen out in the 7th inning. It just as an Astros fan, I'm fine seeing it, but for the Diamondbacks, it's not a good strategy. I think it puts him in a position where Gallen just sets himself up, struggling by going out there in the 7th inning. And you look at before that 7th inning, he came out there and gave it the 2 earned runs. In 6 innings, he went 6 innings, giving up 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk given up. So was it a good start through 6 innings for Gallen? Before he reached that 7th inning? No, but it wasn't terrible compared to previous starts for Gallen, and it definitely wasn't as terrible as the way he finished his start, as he gets another loss, being 7-11 now. Josh Hader, with his 26th save, so he gets the save, and a rare outing for Josh Hader where he gets a save, doesn't get any strikeouts, but that's because he's playing a team that doesn't strike out a lot in the Diamondbacks. He does give up 2 walks, but no other damage done for Hader. Scoring summary, RBI, I talked about how the Diamondbacks scored first. Yesterday, the Mariners scored the first 3, and the Astros went on an 11-0 run. A little bit different today. You see the Cam Matthews 3-run home run, and that made 3-1. Then Christian Walker, an RBI double to right, 4-1. Suarez home run to left, 378 feet, makes it 4-2. And then Gurriel Jr. sac fly scores Carroll to make it 4-3. And then Matthews hits another home run to make it 6-3. All right. Can Smith went 1 for 5 today. Single, struck out, flied out a couple times, made some nice contact. Altuve went 1 for 4 with a double. Victor Caratini at the 3 spot now went 1 for 4 with a single. That's how injured the Astros are. Caratini's now batting 3. Walker was 2 for 4 today. He's been great in the last 2 games. Double to right for Walker. Caratini scored RBI. Single to center for Walker in the 8th. Trammell 1 for 4. Single to right. Dubon 0 for 3 but had a walk. Chas McCormick 2 for 4. Good day for Chas. 2 infield singles for Chas. He's now batting .259. Brice Matthews 2 for 4, 2 home runs. And Zach Short 0 for 4. Struck out twice. Flied out twice. Outside of Gordon's 5 2/3. Bennett Sousa came in. Finished the 6th inning. Gave up a walk in that 6th inning. But had a clean 7th inning. Went 1 1/3. Getting out 1 walk with a strikeout. 2.21 ERA now. Okert does give up a good amount of damage in the 8th inning. Gives up 1 hit and 2 walks. But the Astros get out of the jam. Okert pitches 19 pitches. Josh Hader, I talked about what he did the 9th, and the Astros win 6-3. Astros win 6-3. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section. A good start off to this series. Astros win 2 in a row. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section. Also, on top of this is really good, and especially what's happened the last 2 days. The Mariners lose again. The Mariners get shut out by the Brewers. The Brewers now have the best record in baseball. How about that? Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out.